I gotta admit, the last month has been overwhelming. We have had a lot going on, and I'm excited though because I have my little Samara joining us today. She is so in tune with her emotions and my emotions, and it's so impressive to me that I wanted to share with her a joyful story because I want her to hear some of these incredible stories in my life. And so she's going to be our guest today. Yeah. And I wanted to talk about my dad. For some of you, you might know my daughter is named after my father, who passed away 9 years ago now. And what I loved about my father was how we could have so much fun together wherever we were. We loved going to the movies together. We would play games together, but some of my favorite memories are going with my dad to the Green Bay Packers games. I absolutely loved watching my dad when I was little watch the Green Bay Packers because he was originally from Jersey and he never, never really rooted for a football team until he moved to Wisconsin with my mom. I was around 2 and just started watching Packers games. And that's been a fun activity I've done with Samara. My husband and I love football. My husband, though, is more of a Buccaneers fan. So I wanted to share this with all of you about a time when my father and I went to our first Green Bay Packers game together. We had gone to one that was preseason and then another one that was like a full-on season game. Both were incredible experiences. Our first one was the preseason. And I remember driving to the Mecca of Green Bay, and we're just getting ourselves ready, had our jerseys on, and we went to a Packer restaurant right across the street. We got ourselves some cheese curds, and they were absolutely scrumptious. They were so good. And then we started talking. I guess we were talking about work and everything that was going on. And then we were talking about our favorite players. And at the time, Aaron Rodgers was a really big deal. And yeah, Aaron Rodgers. And so we were talking, and I noticed that, all these little things about my dad, like the way his eyes would light up when I made him laugh, and also how his smile. You like hearing about your grandpa? Yeah. And we would just talk about things too going on in the world, politically, pop culture wise. He also knew how much I love musicals, so he kept up to date with what musicals were on Broadway. And I just noticed every little detail of his face, and I took a snap picture in my brain of it because I never wanted to forget how happy he felt in that moment, because I felt the same way. So after that, we went and we sat in our seats, and they were absolutely incredible. They were right at the end zone, so you could see every touchdown. One of my favorite moments was at the very beginning. We were both wearing our Invicta watches. We loved Invicta. And we took a picture and it said, it's game time. You know, that's what we were both doing. We put our watches, took a picture of it and said, it's game time. As the game was going on, we were watching them go from the 10-yard line all the way to our side and get a touchdown. And seeing a Lambeau Leap the first time, now if you don't know the Lambeau Leap, Samara does. Essentially, the player, after a touchdown, jumps into the audience, or you could say over the bleachers, and literally says hi to the fans as a congratulatory, you did it and you made a touchdown and it was awesome. It was so fun to watch, just them leaping in. And it kept going like that. The game, we won. We sang a bunch of songs. We laughed. We, shed a little bit of tears too, because we couldn't believe we're at the Mecca of Green Bay. And after the game, we went to the Packer Game Pro shop and I got my father a Green Bay hat. At this time, I wasn't making a lot of money, but I wanted to get him something special because he honestly made me become such a Packer fan. And I absolutely will never forget. And that's why I'm teaching my daughter all the Packer chants. Yes, all the Packer chants and creating memories with her as a Green Bay Packers fan. I'll still let her get dressed up in Tampa Bay, don't get me wrong. But having those memories with my father, I want to pass along to her. And with that being said, I want you to hug your loved one, whether it's your father, your mother, your baby, your sister or your brother, your partner in crime. Hug them. Because those memories, however big or small, are so important. And remember to speak well to yourself on the self-love journey.